What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video. And today we're talking about foldables. Foldable phones of next year. Yes, 2023 has been a bumper year for all of the heavy hitters. Some new people have come to the party. Some old people are getting excused from the party invitations. But 2024 should be the most bumper year for foldable fans yet. Let's talk. Now, first things first, if you're a fan of foldable phones, this should be one of the only channels you should be watching. I will shout out Mr. Mobile, Flossie Carter, and Ben's Gadget Reviews. Other than that, get subscribed, start watching the content. I cover all foldables, foreign and domestic. And with that being said, 2023 has been the best year for foldable phone fans. From the start of the year with the Vivo X Fold 2, right through to the end of the year with the simply incredible OnePlus Open. It has been phenomenal. Now, obviously sandwiched in there, you've got the Honor Magic V2, the Xiaomi Mix Fold 3, the Huawei Mate X6 and X5, actually countless more devices, and this is only a positive. Now, what I mentioned at the start of this video is some older patrons have been exited, removed from the bar, no longer access. And I'm talking about you, Samsung. You have rested on your laurels far too long. I am so happy that my Samsung rants are finally paying off and we're seeing more competition, more choice for you, the consumer, and me. So, what I believe 2024 will bring is more competition and a better lineup of foldables globally for you and I. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I done my top 5 foldables of 2023. Near 5,000 people have you watched it. Thank you very much for that. However, the winner of that was the OnePlus Open. I actually now daily drive the vegan leather black version of the OnePlus Open. I had the green one before. I've had the Find N3 1TB red limited edition. I love the form factor. I love the cameras. I love the software. This won because it's the foldable phone for the masses. It's global. All the other members of that top 5 foldables, or most of them, I should shout out the Pixel Fold, but most of the members were from China, non-global ROMs, workarounds to do certain things. What I believe is 2024 will remove a lot of the software ROM barriers, and this is absolutely music to my and your ears. If you think back to 2021 and even 2022, your choice of foldable phone was limited. But manufacturers could see the benefits that Samsung were getting from foldables, that Honor and Huawei and Chinese markets were getting. So more and more jumped on that bandwagon, and more are trying desperately to get into a global market. Well, with the release of the OnePlus Open, the Google Pixel Fold, and the Samsung Z Fold 5 that we'll just push to the side, and we'll talk about the Z Fold 6 soon, more and more are going to come global in 2024. Kicking off with the Honor Magic V2. Yes, by the time it's global, it will have been about 8 months old, and I would have had about 5 of them by that point. But make no mistake about it, hardware-wise, dimensions, just simple genius engineering-wise, the V2 is atop the pile. Under a centimetre thick folded. Yeah, I still can't quite get my head around how they manage it, but they do. That's going to be global. The Vivo X Fold 3 will follow shortly after, probably somewhere in March, early to mid-March. While I don't believe this will release initially global, there are rumours and potential that we will see a global release of the Vivo X Fold 3. We then continue on into the summer months where we will have the Xiaomi Mix Fold 4. Since the Mix Fold 3 came out, there have been rumours that the Mix Fold 4 will be global. And this is exactly what we want to hear. The Mix Fold 4 will have all the thin dimensions of the Mix Fold 3, the camera setup, but with a Xiaomi global ROM, potentially a game changer. Google Pay, Android Auto, all the things that we've been missing from these Chinese ROMs, if we can get them global, Samsung has to do something drastic. And I'll tell Samsung what they need to do. It's 5 things. A simple 5-step process for Samsung to ensure the Z Fold 6 has a seat at the table and is included on my top 5 list for 2024. Number 1, the outer screen. The outer screen has to be usable. That's it. If it could be like the OnePlus Open or the Honor Magic V2 or any of the other foldables in the top 5 list, we've got a winner. Number 2, battery. We can't get by with a large foldable device with a huge inner screen that only has a 4,400 mAh battery. No bueno, no good. We need at least 5,000 mAh going forward. And on battery, it needs to charge at quicker than 25, 45 watts. It needs to be a 60 watt charged battery. Couple other things that must happen is you must improve the camera setup. Not the software. The software has got Samsung out of many a deep hole. From One UI 6 on the inner with the multitasking, all the little benefits of the S Pen, the post-photo processing that Samsung do is doing 90% of the legwork because the hardware they're including is that of a S20 series, if that. Like, I don't even know what hardware they're on, but it's years outdated by this point. So if they can improve the battery capacity and charging and outer screen and the cameras, they will go a long way to getting back in our good graces. I mentioned 5, and keen of you among you will be like, well, that was only 4. The 5th one is price. If OnePlus can come out with their first global foldable phone and make it $1,600 at top retail price, but really, if any of you paid $1,600, you probably got it for $1,200 to $1,400 because of the trade-ins and because of the offers. If Samsung come at us with another $1,800 price tag, all the work that they're going to do to improve cameras and battery will be for nothing, because I believe that 2024 is going to be the year of value for money when it comes to foldable devices. You can already see it with the Honor and the Xiaomi and the OnePlus that they're edging ever closer to $1,000/ £1,000 price tag. Companies like Techno are already trying this. I've still not had a Techno Phantom V in studio. They are like gold dust to get. So if you know of any, or if you have one, you want to lend me it or let me buy it, let me know in the comments. But there's manufacturers out there aiming to try and be better value for money. And when you consider that flagship candy bar style phones like the 15 Pro Max and the S23 Ultra are already £1,250, that's the same cost as the OnePlus Open with a deal, and this unfolds. So, yeah, if you're a foldable phone fan, or if you're not a foldable phone fan or convert yet, I think 2024 is going to be the year for you. Now, I mentioned the Mix Fold 4. I do have to talk about a couple of other notable devices that I think will do big things next year. The Google Pixel Fold has a place in my heart. I can't put my finger on it why. I just love the form factor. I love the heft and weight of it. yes, it has its shortcomings like the inner screen and the software and the price, but with the Google Pixel Fold 2 coming next year, I think most of that will be improved. And with the OnePlus Open 2 coming towards the end of next year, which is effectively the Oppo Find N4, who knows what that could bring. We already have a flagship camera system, the best inner and outer screens on any foldable device, fast charging, stylus support on both screens. It ticks most of the boxes. The one thing the OnePlus Open 2 will definitely bring that this doesn't have is wireless charging, and it'll probably be a minimum of 50 watts wireless charging. And of course, the elephant in the room, the best foldable, if it wasn't for the war on Huawei, would be the Mate series. The Mate X5 this year has blown me away, but having used Aurora Store, Gbox, try to get some apps native, not being able to use Google Pay, there's too many workarounds for Huawei to be contenders any year until they sort out the stuff with America. But the Mate X6 will come out next year, and it will be just the best hardware ever. So, my question to you, let me know in the comments. Which phone are you most excited for next year? Is it the Z Fold 6, the OnePlus Open 2, the Honor Magic V3, any of the other ones I've mentioned? From the start of the year, yes, you will still be shitting out your Christmas dinner by the time the first foldable is released next year. And it will not stop. It'll snowball. An average dad will buy every single one, then sell them on to you for a loss, but you'll be able to appreciate them. Every single one will be sold on the channel to you, and I'll review them all. And as always, I'll be as honest as I can be, which is very honest. If Samsung do something great next year, I will praise them. If OnePlus do something awful next year, I will shoot them down. So if you're interested in foldable phones for all of 2024, do me a couple of favours. Like this video, smash subscribe, and try and get this channel, this almost exclusively dedicated to foldable phone technology channel, to 50,000 subscribers. Yes, a massively unrealistic target for 2024, but if you don't ask, you don't get. Build it and they will come, Kevin Costner would say. So, until next time, where I will be going in depth with the OnePlus Open, a long-term review if you like. Take care.